Hi, this is Nini. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And you can also check out my website at www.ninisepiphany.com, and I'm gonna link that right below. Also, bear with me, I haven't made a YouTube video in like 15 years. My first YouTube video was back in college, which I did like a music video. And I've had a lot of people asking me to make these tutorial videos. So I hope you guys will benefit from them and find value in these little tricks and techniques that I use for beauty. So today we're just doing a very quick tutorial look for my everyday look. If you're just going to work, you want something very simple and natural, this is the video for you. So let's get started. I'm pretty lazy myself. I only take about, I would say 10 minutes to do my makeup and hair in the morning, and this is my routine. First thing I wanna do is make sure my face is clean and dried. After my face is clean and dry, I put on moisturizer. I let the moisturizer set for about 10 minutes while I do run around and get ready. And after the moisturizer set, I use a Too Faced face primer. This is the face primer I'm using. It's called Hangover. It's a really nice, refreshing face primer. As you can see, I'm almost done, so I'll have this. And you just want to put that face primer all over your skin. After you put that on, I go in with my liquid foundation. So my foundation I'm using today is with Atelier. I don't really know how to pronounce it. And shake it before you use it. And it's number 5. I just do one pump on here because I don't really want a very thick layer. I want a really natural, thin layer. So I go ahead and put that on my skin. I'm using like a synthetic brush. Looks like this. You can buy this anywhere. I bought this at, I think like TJ Maxx or something, or Ulta. Don't really remember, but I think this brand is Real Techniques, which is one of my favorite brands of brushes. So I'm just buffering all of that foundation in. Put too much just because I want it to keep it pretty natural. Okay, so that's my foundation. And I like to set it with a little powder. I use the MAC NC30. This is the powder. You can't really see because everything, yeah, but NC30 powder, there's only a bit left. So I'm just, if you have a lot of this powder, you should just use a regular brush and brush it on. But because I only have a little bit of left, I'm using a sponge and just getting the rest of that around the edges because it's just the very end of the powder. And I want to set all of that liquid foundation that I put on. Okay, so once I've set that liquid foundation, I will go ahead and put a little bit of blush. Right now, I'm just using a very, you can get this at Coastal Scents blush palette. It's called Blush and Bronzer Palette. I love Coastal Scents, it's so cheap, you know, and their products are great. I'm taking a little bit of the pink here and just putting a little bit of blush on my cheeks. Okay, I just want a little bit. And I'm taking this color, which is a highlighter, and putting some highlight on my brush. And this is a Coastal Scents brush actually. And this is BRC S27. You can see that. Just doing a little highlight on my cheeks and right on the nose down here and a little bit on my forehead. Okay. Once I'm done with the highlight, I want to go into the bronzer and just put a little bit of bronzer right here, right underneath my cheekbones on both ends, and a little bit on my jawline right here. Then I'm gonna take a little bit more bronzer and bronze my forehead, so it's gonna give that little sun-kissed glow. Okay, so that's my face. Once I'm done with my face, I go in and do the eyeshadow. So eyeshadow, I want to put a little bit of a primer. I'm using the Smashbox lid primer. It's in white. I put a little bit of lid primer just on top of my lids. And I use my fourth finger to rub it in. Okay, just a little goes a long way. All you need is a little bit. Then I take a brush, like a fluffy brush. Any kind of fluffy brush would do. It's like a fluffy brush. I go back to the same palette and I take that highlight that I used earlier on my cheeks, take a little bit of that and just highlight underneath my brows. Actually, you're supposed to do your brows first before you highlight, but I kind of did the other way around. For my brows, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown. So you can see that. Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown. And so for my brows, because I have less brows at the end, I'm just filling in my brows. Towards the end and bringing it a little bit towards the front. I'm not making my brows super precise just because this is my everyday look that I'm just being super natural with, and I'm just so those are my brows. I'm not going anywhere like a party tonight, so I'm not being very detailed about the brows. I'm just basically filling in the tail right this end here, just because I have more hair here and less hair there. Okay, so on to my lids. So lids, I keep it very simple for my everyday look. I use the same brush that I did under right here, and usually I use a brush scraper in between to get the powder out. It looks like this. It comes in a can, and inside it's like a brush cleaner. This is really great for in between colors. You can just go like this and your color comes off and you can pick a new color. I'm using a Coastal Scents color. It's called Nude, and this is the color. It's like a champagne-y goldish color. It's a very natural color that I like to use on just my lids. I pop it on just the first 2/3 of my lids, right here, 2/3 of my lids. And yeah, and then you can use any champagne-ish gold color. I'm gonna go with a brown color. Just any brown color would do, like a darkish brown color. This is from like a Sephora palette, but I'm using a brown color like this. I'm using the brown color for the last 1/3 of my lid. Okay, so for this right here, at the ending third, you just go and do circular motions outward, a little bit of inwards, and then outwards, inwards, and then outwards. And then you move that color a little bit towards the center. That's it. And take a little bit more of that color, tap it a little bit, and then you just do a little circular motion at the corners of your lids.
And I get a little bit of color.
That's it. Yeah, I just put a little bit of color, a little, this is the everyday, again, this is the everyday look, so I'm not going too dramatic here. And for the eyeliner, I love this eyeliner. This is a L'Oreal eyeliner from the drugstores. It's a liquid liner. And for myself, I've always used a liquid liner, and this is my favorite one. Okay, so for the liquid liner, I'm just gonna create a line, a little triangle, and
bring that color out for you. Mixing the triangle. So
that's what I'm doing for the corners of my eyes, both ends. Just wing it out. I permed my lashes, so it's so hard to get into that liner because my lashes are stuck straight up, but that's it for the liner. And I put a little bit on the bottom. You want a little bit on the bottom. All right, so eyeliner, that's all I need for eyeliner. One of my favorite mascaras, which is the Last Sensational Luscious by Maybelline. Last Sensational looks like this. One of my girlfriends recommended to me, and I really like it. All right, so I already have my lashes permed, which is amazing, by the way, because I don't have to crimp it every single day. And especially I have one of those lashes that goes straight. So every time I crimp it in the morning, it loses its curl by lunchtime. So I've always had frustrations with my lashes. So therefore I decided to just perm it. And once you perm it, it stays for the whole month. So you have, you know, curly lashes for the whole month. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of mascara. A little bit of mascara. Yeah, that's it. And I'm not a lipstick person, so I don't really put on any lipstick because I eat it anyways. So I'm not gonna put on any lipstick today. This is my everyday go-to look for makeup. As for hair, it's very simple. I just use a straightener and I heat it up. I'm just gonna wait till it heats up.
okay, I'm waiting.
It would be smart to plug it in. The straightener I'm using, I don't even know where I got this from. It's called Global Beauty Network Inc. I feel like I got this straightener from like when you walk down the malls and they stop you when you're walking down the mall and they're like, oh, let me straighten your hair. I think that's how I got the straightener, but any straightener would do. Then, before I straighten my hair, I just brush it out. Brush, 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 okay. Brush out my hair. Then I use a straightener and you just straighten the hair right here. It depends on how I feel that day. I don't have too much hair, so it's pretty straightforward. I just straighten the ends because I get these fluffy ends. If I feel like I want something more than straight hair that day, then I'll just curl the ends, and I can do that next time. I'm going to show you how I curl the ends to get that more, I guess not boring look. if you want.
Straight.
And since I don't have too much hair, I just takes me like 2 seconds to straighten my hair. Okay, one of these brushes, I kind of brush it out. I tend to have really flat head. If you take a look at me on the side, I have a really flat head. So I want to tease this part out a little bit. So I use a teasing comb and I go like 1, 2, 3. And if you want me to do a tutorial on teasing, the right way to tease, that's fine as well. This is 1, 2, okay. And I do a little bit of here, 1, 2, 3, maybe. I do 3 sections because I'm lazy like that. And kind of comb down the top to get all that little baby hairs out. And pop on some hairspray. Okay, so pop on a little bit of hairspray, do a little mist. Don't go like, because when you do that, it's like, it makes your hair all like watery and you get that really crinkly hair. And then do a little bit my bangs. So there you go. This is my look, everyday look. Very fast, very simple. It takes me literally 10 minutes each morning to get ready. Let me know if you have any comments, questions down below. Any other looks that you want me to do. And I'll be coming up with more tutorials, very simple ones, either for hair or for makeup. I hope you enjoyed this one.